This is an overview example of managing your HR documents and records using Document Locator. In this first example, we're going to open up a Forms and Templates folder. The Forms and Templates folder is showing you the activity on the left, what's going on with the documents. We can also control and ID different forms in this example. We control the versions, the statuses, and we can show you who's working on a document and any other descriptor information that you may want to sort by across the top of the document. We also have below this, then we have a Policies and Procedures folder. We open this one up. Again, we're controlling the document naming conventions, the versioning, the statuses. And in this example, we're actually producing the new HR policy from the controlled forms folder. So we're using the correct version, approved version, to create a new policy. And these policies will also, with a mouse over, will show you different attributes about the document. And this policy, we can see, is pending an HR manager approval. So we go back up now. We also, once a policy or procedure has been published, it can move automatically to the Published Policies folder. And in this example, we have some published policies. They've been secured after HR has approved them. They've moved here, locked down, notified the employees to review the particular new HR policy, and of course these are being tracked and controlled. In this next example, we also have employee folders, and employee folders can manage all of your employee documents electronically. You can also scan information in. These folders can also be produced automatically and tie into your HR database to pick up, the employee ID, name, hire date, manager, etc. Here, if we come into this employees folder, we want to track and separate out background information from insurance records. We're also tracking the communications for the employee, as well as even training and certification information that may have been introduced or scanned in or brought in from email, where we're tracking the due dates for the certification. We have a folder here just for some general records that we might want to put some additional security and auditing on, maybe for some confidential records, payroll information, separation, that sort of a thing. We come back up to HR, and we are also now tracking new hire requisitions. And here we can actually build a folder automatically from a template with all the rules and security, bring over the getting started documents, and really track the whole process all the way through, maybe track through a job requisition checklist form. Be sure we have all the job offer letters in here, resume information, interview information, etc. So it's a great way to track and control that new hire process in Document Locator. Here simply we're storing some different employee library, and we have some requests. Employees are submitting leave requests from a controlled form. We're tracking that information in through a workflow. If those requests become approved, they move into the approved folder and notify the employee. We have down here, we have one just simply here for some safety information, maybe data sheets and safety records that we elect to control in Document Locator. Document Locator also provides access through the web and through smartphones. Here's an example of Document Locator web tools, where we have an employee coming in just to be able to review perhaps the new published procedures or folders, an opportunity to look at those different approved folders, which is all that they have the rights to see, and we can audit that they've actually read and reviewed those new published HR policies. The mobile app, you may need access into the mobile app from any smartphone device, and we have searching. We have the different documents that you might have where you have access to will only show up. Here we'll look at some procedures, and also this is popular to even review and approve documents, maybe an employee request or a new HR policy or procedure. Here we're asking this approval to approve the new handbook modification that we've done. So in conclusion, this was a quick overview of using Document Locator to manage your HR documents and records.